take a moment to arrive in your own energy field, vertical spine. A moment of prayer, honoring the body that's in front of you with reverence, respect, gratitude for the trust. A sacred vessel that you are about to touch. When you touch one thing with awareness, you touch everything. As you release your hands down, you almost touch the person before even touching them. Their cells sensing the presence of your cells. And then you slowly land, first touch. You can move the feet from side to side. Already listening. You're having a conversation with the body in front of you. If their hips are really open and mobile, you can open both feet. If they're not as mobile, you can work side to side. Use your whole body to move their feet, their legs. Connect to your breath. With the next inhalation, you gently pick up their ankles and place their feet onto your thighs, feet against your belly. And you can start to lean forward, leaning back. You see the whole body responding to your touch. Her head is moving as I pull her feet towards me, as I press her feet with my belly, soft belly. You're already having a conversation with the body, deeply listening. Then we're creating a circular motion, planting your hands underneath their knee crease, pull towards you, and as you go up, you move front, you step out your left leg, and you can drive forward, releasing the lower back, placing your hands on the hamstrings. You can shake a little bit, soft belly against their feet. And then you can rock back and catch their knee creases with your forearm, their ankles, with the arm that's furthest away from their head. Making circular motions, you can play here. You can go different directions. Double-legged helicopter. Now we step out the leg that's furthest away from their head. We place one foot on top of the other. Perfect fit. Her knee crease right on top of my leg. If you have short legs like I do, you can stand on your toes. She is not as tall, so depending on the body you're working with, you want to make sure that you lift their sacrum off the floor. So I use her legs as leverage, and here we can play. Shaking the sacrum. I can just shake like this. I can use my hand to loosen the tissues on the side of her hips. I can even go into the QL in the lower back. This is great therapy. You can spend here as long as you want. 5, 10, 15 minutes. It's really calming for the nervous system. I want to be upright, comfortable. The more comfortable my body is, the more relaxed she will be. Can even place a hand gently in her heart space to calm down her shin. Gentle rocking. Great therapy for the sacrum, the lower back. Then I drop down. I bring her legs closer into mine, like I said, perfect fit. Nice and comfortable. The closer I am, the more safe her body feels. I place my left hand in the center of her chest, very gently introducing my touch here. Then I join my right palm. I come up and I slide my hands open like flower petals. I find the edge of her chest, lung 1, and I pour in perpendicular pressure. So notice my body is perpendicular to hers, my mala, heart space, above her mala. And I'm alternating pressure. Many people can take quite a lot of pressure here, but you want to introduce your pressure gently. Don't rush your pouring, just take your time with it. You can use your breathing back and forth. Beautiful. Now go drop down. I grab her hand in gangster grip, so my thumb is wrapping around her thumb, gangster grip. I give her a nice little tug, pull her shoulder. I drag her arm across her body, and I create space for my opposite hand to wrap around her shoulder blade, her scapula. I lay down her arm. If she's resisting, I can shake it. She wants her arm to be heavy. I lay down her arm gently. I come back up. I place my hand once again on lung 1. Then I pull her scapula underneath, away from the spine, and press down at the same time. Scap sandwich. Then I scrunch down her arm all the way to her fingertips. I maintain pressure on lung 1. Now I go to the opposite hand. I take again gangster grip. I pull across the body, give it a little tug. Again, place my hand underneath her shoulder blade, relax her arm, put it down. I like to stretch the fingers as I lay down the hand. Then I place my hand on top of lung 1 and again scap sandwich. I push and I pull the scapula underneath, away from the spine. Maintain pressure, perpendicular pressure. And I scrunch down her arm. Be mindful to avoid the elbow, so don't put pressure on the elbow. Simply scrunch down all the way to her hand. And then from here, I take her ankles, I lean forward to rock back. Now we stand up, now we're here. We can give a little shake. Be mindful to not grip the ankles too much. It can be a bit tender for people. We can shake, we can move side to side. We can also step over and lean here, lengthening the hamstrings. Give it a little shake. Come back. Then if you want to go down, we can either go down with both our hands, or if you want to be a little bit more playful and acrobatic, you can use your leg. I catch her ankle with the top of my foot, and I make circular motions to go all the way down. Same thing with the opposite leg. It requires some balancing, but it feels nice because her leg is really resting on my foot, and that allows her to relax a bit more. Gently down. Then I slide down her legs all the way to her feet. Here I will drop down into a malasana position, which is easiest to pour in pressure. So 6 points. Bottom of the arch on the inside of the foot. So imagine this is the foot, this is the big toe, you have the arch. Then I want the bottom, so this is the big toe, the bottom of the arch on the inside of the foot. Pouring in. I come out, middle of the arch on the inside of the foot. Pouring in. Top of the arch, right below the ball of the foot on the inside of the foot. Pouring in. Then I find my way to the middle of the ball of the foot, the round part that sticks out a little bit. There's a little dimple there. Pouring in. Outside top of the arch, 5th point. Pouring in. And then bottom of the outside of the arch. Pouring in. You can give the legs a little shake. Then I take one leg, I bend her knee, place it into baby tree. If a person has not so mobile hips, it's good to place a pillow here. I didn't bring a pillow, so we will not be using a pillow. But if you do, use a pillow here, that makes the body feel a bit more secure. Now we butterfly the hands, connecting our wrists together. We will put pressure with the soft part, the big fish. We call this the big fish, the soft part of the hands. Again, pouring in perpendicular pressure. So I position my body in a way that's comfortable for me. Pour in pressure. I come out, I place my hands higher, pouring in. I come out, pouring in. Be mindful to not put pressure on the knee. So I'm going to move across the knee, above the knee. And again, pour in pressure. Do it gently. Easy to go too fast. You can never go too deep. So take your time. Also, my awareness is on the point where I am. Right now I am here. I am pouring in pressure here. I'm not moving towards any specific goal or point. My awareness is right where I am. Right at the point where I'm applying my touch. Pouring in. You can even stay here for a while. You can be as slow as you want. Your presence and mindful touch is what really matters most. And gently come out. We extend the leg. Now we internally rotate the leg. I lock it with my foot. My ankle is pressing against her foot. I don't put too much pressure. I simply lock her leg and keep it internally rotated because I want to now walk the outside line. So again, pouring in pressure. Be mindful to place your hand next to the shin bone on the tibialis muscle, not on the shin bone itself. That creates too much pressure on the bone and the structures there. It's not nice. So the muscle, you want the tibialis muscle. Pouring in. Again, we want to skip the knee joint. We can give the knee joint a little massage. It's nice to give it some love as well. And then continue on the IT band. Again, be mindful to not put too much pressure. This is a very tender tendon in most people. So don't create too much pressure here. Listen. Listen to the body, listen to the tissues. Beautiful. Give it a little shake. Opposite leg. We create the baby tree. And we start at the ankles. Pouring in, again, butterflying the hands. Pouring in. Pouring in. Pouring in. We move over the knee onto the upper thigh. My body is comfortable and I can pour in perpendicular pressure. Take your time. Slowly come out. Extend the leg. Internally rotate. So we expose the outside line on the next to the shin bone, on the outside of the shin bone. So the shin bone is here. We want to have the outside line next to the shin bone. Now I actually create mostly pressure with the outside hand. The other hand is just, we call it mothering hand. So just to hold the leg. I'm not pouring in pressure onto her shin bone. It's simply my outside hand. If I want to create up the intensity, I can put my thumb underneath my outside hand and place it onto the tibialis muscle. My pressure becomes a bit more precise. This is an extra tool you can use to go a little bit deeper. Then again, we move across the knee joint. We don't put pressure on the knee joint. We move to the upper thigh. Be mindful of the IT band, the tenderness of the IT band. The thigh itself can take quite a lot of pressure, but the side, which is where I'm applying most of my intention, is a bit more tender. And as we finish, we can give the body a little shake. We can start at the ribs. We can move to the hips and then all the way down towards the feet. And here we are. Again, we can make a little prayer to thank the trust of our partner, to honor their courage, to honor their sacred body. Thank you.